Hello, my name's Rachel Cooper. I am Head of Creative Arts and Performing Arts at Stamford College. The entry requirements you'll need will vary depending on the level that you're looking at. So if you are looking at our Level 1 award or diploma in art and design, we would expect you to be coming to us with 2 or 3 GCSEs at 2 or below. If you're considering our Level 2 course in art and design, we would ask you to have 4 GCSEs at 4 or below. And if you're looking at our Level 3 courses in art and design, which also includes fashion, graphics and photography, we would ask you to have 5 GCSEs at 4 and above. We would ask you to have an art-based subject at 6 or above, and we would ask you to have one of your maths or your English. Creative arts is a huge and diverse industry. So you can go through all of the obvious routes, like if you study fashion, you could be a fashion designer, but you could also go be a buyer, a merchandiser, or you could be on an events organising team. There's not just fine artists, you could go into advertising. We have people doing sculpture, architecture, and going on to do amazing things. The courses are designed for you to progress between levels, so from 1 to 2 and 2 to 3, and then most of our students, about 80% of our students, actually then apply for university courses and are very, very successful in gaining places at some of the best universities in the country. All of the courses are assessed on coursework, so there is no written exam at all attached to any of these courses at any level. So throughout the year you will work on pass-fail units, which will help you build your skills, and then right at the end of the year you will undertake something we call a final major project, or FMP for short, and it's in your class time and it's with your lecturer's support, and it's where you will propose what you want to do, what you want to make, what you want to build, and your lecturer will support you in doing that, and that is then marked by us, moderated by UAL, which is University of the Arts London, our awarding body, and that's how your mark is decided. Day to day, students in this department do such a huge variety of activities. We'll have photography students down in the dark room, we do web-based and digital. Our graphics design students are in a fully equipped Mac suite. They might be working on a live brief, so last year we did Stamford Street Pastors, Oakham Ales. Art students do sculpture, they do oil painting, they redesigned an office space. Fashion students will be making garments. There's just no end to the amount of activities that are going on a day-to-day basis. We've got an amazing department. It's super well resourced. We've got loads of computers, we've got 3D printers, we've got a dye sublimation printer, we've got laser cutters. So there really is no limit to what you can produce. Whenever it's possible, we get guest speakers in. So sometimes they are our alumni, our ex-students, and they come in and they talk to our current cohort about what they've been doing. So it might be that they'll talk about their university course and how they're getting on with that, or it might be that now they're in industry. We also have industry speakers whenever possible who come in, deliver the live briefs, who will then come in and give feedback and just talk about what it's like to be in the creative sector and the good things about it and the challenges that they face. But it's really, really good for students to be able to hear that from a first-hand source. Students always tell us, they always give us lots of things that they've enjoyed doing here. They love the trips and visits that we do. Under normal circumstances, when we're not in a COVID situation, we run trips to Florence and to New York every year, which is always hugely popular, and students always absolutely rave about it when they come back and say it was like the best thing I ever did. They love that we have a fashion show once a year and they get to all dress up and do hair and makeup and strut around on the catwalk. They love that it's just really, really practical, and the lecturers are amazing. They are so supportive, and they will go out of their way. They'll always go the extra mile to help students to achieve what they want to. So students quite often tell us that that's something that they really hadn't expected, and they really enjoyed the amount of support and help that they had. If you want to know if art and design is the creative sectors is a way that you should go, then don't be worried that it's not for you. What I would say is our cohort of students is so diverse. If you love getting stuck in, if you love practical work, if you think that you're a creative person, please don't worry if you think that you can't draw or you can't paint or your computer skills aren't very good, because obviously that is what you're coming to learn. So we will help you with all of that. We will teach you. The main thing to consider is, are you willing to have a go? And a lot of what we do is playing and experimenting and seeing what works. So there really is not a right and a wrong in art. Sometimes the best mistakes turn out to be the things that we actually use on the final, and they turn out to be the most successful. So if you're willing to just come and have a go, then these courses are for you. Before you think about applying, obviously, as much as possible, and particularly for the level 3 course, we would like you to have studied art before. But whether you have or you haven't, we will be asking you to bring or to send to us a portfolio of the work that you've already done. Don't worry about what is in the portfolio. We are looking for evidence of anything that you've done, and it really can be anything at all. So any drawing, any photographs, any sewing that you've done, absolutely anything that shows that you're a creative person. So if you can start gathering that before your application, that's a really good thing to get ahead on.